Hi, everyone, and welcome to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Sarah. Oh, I'm so excited you're here with us today. Seriously, it always makes me happy knowing we're learning and having fun together. So get ready, we've got an amazing episode lined up just for you.
And I'm John. Yep, I'm here too. Don't worry, I didn't forget to introduce myself. We're super excited to help you improve your English today and maybe have a few laughs along the way.
Today, we have a great lesson for you. It's all about time. And how to ask for more of it. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, who doesn't need a little extra time, right? Trust me, I always feel like I need 5 more minutes, or maybe 10. But don't worry, by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to talk about time like a pro.
That's right. Sometimes you're working on a project and boom, you suddenly realize, oh no, I can't finish this by the deadline. Yeah, we've all been there, right? You look at the clock, you look at your work, and you think playfully, maybe I need just a little more time. So in that moment, you'll need to ask your boss or your colleague for more time, and you'll want to do it the right way without panicking.
Exactly. In today's dialogue, we'll listen to a conversation where Casey needs, you guessed it, more time. Poor Casey, always racing against the clock, just like the rest of us. This time, it's to put together a press kit, and oh boy, things can get pretty hectic. So let's see how Casey handles it and how we can all learn to ask for extra time in a polite and professional way.
Good point, Sarah. And hey, for anyone wondering, what on earth is a press kit? Don't worry, I've got you covered. A press kit is something the marketing department usually puts together. It's like a little package with all the good stuff. Photos, logos, company information, the things that make the company look great. So when a newspaper or a magazine wants to write an article, they don't have to chase you around asking for details. It's all there, ready to go. Super convenient, right?
Perfect explanation, John. You always make things sound so easy. Okay, now let's listen to our dialogue for the first time. Remember, it's at normal speed, so don't panic if it feels a bit fast at first. It's totally normal. Trust me, the first time I heard it, I thought, wait, what did they just say? But don't worry, we'll come back in just a moment to break it all down and talk about the key language. You've got this.
So, Casey, how are things going with the photos for the press kit? Everything coming along smoothly? Or is it one of those days? The kind where your computer decides to work slower than ever, or the photos just magically disappear. Yeah, I've been there. Anyway, no pressure. I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing with it so far.
Yeah, so I've actually been meaning to talk to you about that. Funny you should ask. I've been working on the photos, really, but I might need to ask for a little tiny, small extension on that deadline. Just a bit more time. You know how sometimes things just take longer than you expect? Like, you think it's going to take 1 hour, and suddenly it's 3 hours later, and you're still adjusting the lighting on one photo. So, yeah, if it's okay, I'd really appreciate just a little extra time to make sure it's done right.
You've had over a month to get this finalized, Casey. Over a whole month. So, why exactly are things delayed? Let me guess, you got lost in the magical world of editing? Or maybe your computer decided now was the perfect time to start moving like a turtle? No, but seriously, is everything okay? I just want to understand what's holding things up. Hey, we've all been there. Sometimes things just don't go as planned. But talk to me. What's going on?
Well, the thing is, we kind of ran into a lot of problems. Like, a lot more than I expected. First, the photographer canceled twice. Then, when we finally got someone, it rained the whole day. And not just a little rain, I'm talking grab your umbrella and run rain. Oh, and the lighting setup? Yeah, it completely fell apart mid-shoot. You should have seen us scrambling to hold things up with tape and hope. So yeah, it's been an adventure. But I'm still on it. I just need a little more time to make it perfect.
Look, Casey, I'm not really looking for excuses here. I mean, yeah, the rain, the tape, the great umbrella disaster sounds like quite the adventure. But at the end of the day, I just want to get this finished on time. You know, deadlines have this funny habit of not moving just because the weather had other plans. Trust me, I've tried asking the calendar to give me a break. It never listens.
So, can we figure out a way to get this done soon? I believe in you, but let's make sure we stay on track.
We couldn't include him in the photos because he was just not around. And just when I thought I was finally getting back on track, the design team, they somehow lost all the files. Yep, gone. Just disappeared into the digital black hole. So I had to start all over again from scratch. It's honestly been a wild ride, but I'm still pushing to get this wrapped up as soon as possible. I really appreciate your patience. I know, and I really do apologize for the delay. Believe me, I wanted this done on time too. But honestly, some things were just completely out of my control. First, I had the hardest time booking the photographer. It was like chasing a ghost. Every time I thought I'd locked it in, poof, something came up. And then, oh, you're gonna love this. Michael? Yeah, he was sick for 3 weeks. 3 whole weeks. I mean, come on, what are the chances?
Oh, wow. So Casey is definitely in trouble. I mean, you can almost feel the boss's patience running out, right? Poor Casey, one thing after another, and now it's like, I want those photos ASA. No more wiggle room. But honestly, this is such a great example of how to handle a tricky conversation like this. Sometimes you've just got to stay calm, explain the situation, and hope your boss still likes you by the end of it.
Yeah, her boss definitely sounds pretty upset. You could almost hear the "I've had enough" energy in his voice, like he was this close to pulling out his hair. Poor guy. I mean, all he wanted was a few photos, not a full adventure story. But hey, I get it. Deadlines are deadlines. I think Casey might need to show up with those photos and maybe bring coffee and cookies to make up for it. That usually helps.
All right, let's talk about some of the super useful words and phrases we heard in this dialogue. There were actually some great ones in there, besides the panic and oh no moments. Seriously, Casey's situation was a little stressful, but it gave us perfect examples of real-life English. You know, the kind you actually need when you're in a tough spot, or when you just need to politely say, "Help, I need more time." So don't worry, we're gonna break these phrases down nice and easy. You'll be using them in no time.
All right, first up, we have the word deadline. Yup, that scary little word that can make your heart beat just a bit faster. A deadline is the very last possible date to finish something. It's like the finish line in a race. You can't go past it. For example, if your teacher gives you homework that's due on Friday, well, Friday is the deadline. Not Saturday, not Sunday, Friday. Or if you're at work, you might have a project deadline that your boss really wants you to meet. Trust me, deadlines don't like to wait. They're not very patient. So it's always good to know how to talk about them, and maybe how to ask for a little more time when you need it.
That's right, John. Next, we have the word extension. Ugh, I love this word, because sometimes it feels like a little gift from the universe. An extension simply means extra time to finish something. It's like when you're running late and someone says, "It's okay, take your time." That's an extension. So if you can't meet the deadline, you don't panic. You can politely ask for an extension. It's like saying, please, can I have just a little more time? And if you're lucky, your boss, your teacher, or whoever you're talking to will say, sure, no problem. Just don't make asking for extensions your full-time hobby.
Exactly. It's like moving the deadline to a later date. You just sort of push the finish line forward, like, hey, can we pretend the deadline was always next week?
But you know, it's funny. Sometimes people ask for an extension like it's this top secret mission. Excuse me, can I possibly get maybe just a little more time? And honestly, sometimes the other person says, sure, no problem. Other times it's like, nope, clock's ticking.
So yeah, an extension just means you're buying yourself a little more time, but don't wait too long or the deadline might sneak up on you again.
Another super useful phrase we heard was ran into. In the dialogue, Casey says they ran into a lot of problems. And no, they weren't literally running. They didn't crash into a wall. When you say you ran into problems, it just means you faced or suddenly found problems along the way. Like you're walking along, happy, and then bam, a problem pops up right in front of you. Surprise, more work. So, if you're working on something and things start going wrong, you can say, yeah, we ran into a few issues. It sounds natural, and it's really common in English. Just be careful. Don't say you ran into your boss. That's a totally different situation.
Ran into means to meet or encounter something unexpectedly. It just pops up out of nowhere. You're not looking for it, but there it is, waving at you like, hey, I'm your new problem. Let me give you some examples. First, we ran into a storm on our way home. Yep, totally unexpected. Just driving along, singing your favorite song, and suddenly, whoosh, rain everywhere. Second, if you're not careful, you're going to run into a lot of problems later. It's like life's little warning. Hey, watch out, the problems are waiting for you around the corner. And one more. I ran into some trouble with my computer. Oh, this one's my personal favorite, because computers love to randomly stop working when you need them most. You're like, please, not now. But there it is, blue screen, spinning circle, goodbye files. So yeah, ran into is super useful. Just be ready, it's usually not good news when you run into something.
Great examples, John. I loved that storm one. Okay, another important word we heard in the dialogue was delayed. Oh yes, delayed. A word that shows up way too often in life, right? When something is delayed, it simply means it's late. It's not happening when it was supposed to. Like when your flight is delayed and you're just sitting at the airport, waiting, eating snacks you didn't plan to buy, and staring at the screen, hoping it will magically say, on time again. It can happen with flights, packages, meetings, projects, basically everything that matters. So when Casey said things were delayed, it means the photos weren't ready when they were supposed to be. Not because Casey was lazy. Remember, life threw all the problems at them.
Yup, exactly. Delayed means something is late. It was supposed to happen, but whoops, it's not happening yet. It's running behind. The opposite of delayed is on time, which, let's be honest, feels kind of rare sometimes, especially if you've ever taken a flight. Oh man, here's a classic. My flight was delayed. Yup, story of my life. You're ready to go, you've packed snacks, you've got your boarding pass, and then, boom, you see the word delayed on the screen. Time to sit down and make some new airport friends. Another one, the project was delayed. And when you hear that at work, it usually means, oops, we need more time again. So yeah, delayed is when something just isn't ready when you thought it would be. But when things go smoothly, that's when we get to say, everything was on time, which always feels like a small miracle.
Perfect, John. And we also heard some really good phrases in the Fluency Builder section. Oh, I love this part. These are the phrases that make you sound super natural when you speak English. One of them was, I've been meaning to. Oh yes, this one. It's like the classic way to say, I've wanted to do this, but, well, I didn't do it yet. You know when you keep thinking about calling your friend or cleaning your room, but you just don't? And then you finally say, I've been meaning to call you, which actually means, oops, sorry, it took me forever. It's such a friendly and natural way to bring up something you've wanted to do, but kind of put off. Trust me, I use this phrase a lot, like all the time.
That's right. I've been meaning to means you've been wanting to do something or planning to do it, but you just haven't done it yet. You know, like those things that just stay on your to-do list forever. Let me give you some examples. First, I'm sorry I haven't called you yet. I've been meaning to, but I've been busy. Oh, classic, right? You tell your friend, I've been meaning to call you, and they're like, uh-huh, sure you have. Yeah, we've all done that. Second, I've been meaning to tell you that John quit yesterday. Wait, what? That's kind of a big thing to forget to mention, right? Oh yeah, by the way, John left yesterday. No big deal. And one more. I've been meaning to see that film for a while. Yup, I say this all the time. It's usually about a movie that everyone else has seen, and I'm still like, yeah, I've been meaning to watch it. It's my favorite excuse. So remember, this phrase is super useful and really common. It's like a polite way of saying, oops, I've been putting this off for a little too long.
Another really useful phrase we heard is beyond my control. Oh yes, this one's a lifesaver when things go wrong, and it's totally not your fault. When you say something is beyond my control, you mean, hey, I couldn't do anything about it. Like, it wasn't me. I didn't cause it. Let's say your flight got delayed because of bad weather. That's beyond your control. You can't exactly stop the rain with superpowers, right? Or if the internet goes down right before your big meeting. Oh no, that's beyond your control too. It's a polite way to explain, look, I wanted to fix this, but I just couldn't. And let's be honest, sometimes people use it when they might have had some control, but it's still a pretty good excuse.
Yep, exactly. When something is beyond your control, it means there's nothing you can do about it. You can try, you can wish, you can even cross your fingers, but it just won't change.
Like the weather, oh, that's a classic one. The weather is totally beyond your control. You can plan the perfect picnic, bring all your snacks, and then boom, the rain shows up uninvited. You can't exactly tell the clouds, hey, can you come back tomorrow, please?
Or when someone gets sick, that's beyond your control too. You can't just say, okay, Michael, you're not allowed to get sick today because I need you in this photo shoot. Yeah, our bodies don't really listen to our schedules. So anytime life throws you something you can't fix, you can simply say, well, it's beyond my control. It's such a helpful phrase, and sometimes it's the only thing you can say.
And lastly, we heard another super useful phrase, put something off. This one's a classic, and I'm definitely guilty of it. Put something off means to delay doing something, to push it to later. Like when you know you should clean your room, but you suddenly decide it's the perfect time to watch cat videos instead. Yep, that's putting something off. We all do it, whether it's homework, emails, cleaning, or going to the gym. You just tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe the day after that, or maybe next week, and suddenly a whole month has gone by. It's such a natural phrase, and honestly, sometimes we put things off because we're busy, and sometimes we just don't feel like it. Come on, be honest. We've all been there.
Right. To put something off means to delay doing it until later. You just keep pushing it further and further away. It's like you look at your task and say, not today. Here's a good one. I've been putting off this project for a week and it's due tomorrow. Oh, that's dangerous. That's when you go from plenty of time to, oh no, I have one night to finish everything. Yep, been there. Next, can we put off our meeting until next week? Sometimes you just need a little breathing room, right? You politely ask, can we just, move this to next week or next year? Okay, maybe not next year, but you get the idea. And one more. I've been putting off my emails all day, and now I have 50 messages to reply to. This is my life. You think, I'll answer them later, it's just a few emails. And suddenly, bam, your inbox is exploding. So yeah, putting things off can feel good in the moment, but trust me, it always catches up to you.
So, we've learned some really useful words and phrases today. Honestly, I feel like we went on a whole English adventure, chasing deadlines, asking for extensions, running into storms, and yes, putting things off. Seriously, these are phrases you can use in everyday life and probably every Monday morning. I mean, who hasn't wanted to say, "This is beyond my control"? Or, "I've been meaning to get to that, but, coffee happened instead." It's fun, but it's also super helpful because these are the kinds of expressions that make your English sound really natural. And don't worry if you forget a few. We'll always be here to help you put them into practice.
Definitely. And honestly, we'd love to hear from you, our amazing listeners. Come on, be honest. What excuses have you used for being late with something? Was it the classic, oh, my alarm didn't go off? Or maybe, there was so much traffic, even when you were working from home? Yeah, we've all heard that one. Or maybe you went big and said, I ran into a dinosaur on the way here. Okay, maybe not. But hey, creativity counts. We'd love to hear your funniest, most creative, or totally real excuses. Share them with us. Who knows, we might even read them in our next episode. And don't worry, this is a no judgment zone. We've all put things off a little too long sometimes.
Yes, share your stories with us. We love hearing from you. Seriously, your funny excuses, your wild delays, we want to hear them all. We're there to answer your questions, cheer you on, and help you sound more natural in English. And hey, maybe you'll even catch us talking about your story in a future episode. How cool would that be? So don't be shy. Drop by and say hi. We can't wait to hear from you.
And remember, this was an elementary lesson, so if you're just starting out, you're in exactly the right place. But hey, if you're feeling a little more confident, if you're thinking, "Phew, I've got this," we've got something for you too. We also have intermediate, upper intermediate, and even advanced lessons for you super fluent English speakers. You know, the ones who already know how to ask for an extension and make it sound super professional. So wherever you are in your English journey, whether you're learning how to say hello or you're giving big presentations in English, we've got lessons just for you. Come on, no excuses. We've got something for everyone.
That's right. Seriously, thank you so much for listening today. It's always so much fun hanging out with you, sharing stories, learning new phrases, and yes, laughing at all those last-minute deadlines. We really appreciate you spending time with us. You're part of our English Learning Podcast family now. And don't worry if you ever feel stuck or behind. We've all been there. We've all put things off. You're in good company. So keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep coming back. We've got so many more fun lessons waiting for you.
And until next time, goodbye. You know, the goodbye that means see you soon, not the dramatic movie ending kind. Thanks again for being with us today. It was such a fun ride. And don't forget, keep practicing, keep learning, and hey, don't put it off until tomorrow. We'll be right here waiting for you in the next episode. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone. Seriously, thanks again for spending time with us. It really makes our day. And remember, don't put off your English practice. don't be like me putting off laundry for 3 weeks. We can't wait to chat with you again soon. Until then, keep learning, keep smiling, and keep having fun with your English. Bye-bye for now.
Da 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 da.